everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Falcons going up against the Rams.
Thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Offensively, here come the Atlanta Falcons and quarterback Matt Ryan, a crew that's battling some history this year, no doubt. Only 7 teams that lost the Super Bowl the previous year have come back to make it again the next year, and only 2 of those teams actually won the game. I think that was, what, the 71 Cowboys and the 72 Dolphins. But
yes, that's good research.
But the Falcons had a shaky early start, middle part of the season, making a push late.
Yeah, I like what they're doing late because it's a team that had every reason to just go, you know, it's not our year. It's just not going to happen. They never gave up on that. Remember, they had that 3-game losing streak lull in the middle of all of this. But you're right, making a push down the stretch where they actually control what's going to happen in the division. If they end up winning out, they win the NFC South. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. But other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football to go right now.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams taking the field. Jared Goff, their quarterback, helping lead them to double-digit wins this season. And after last year, Charles, there were whispers, well, maybe Jared Goff is a bust. Well, 2017 says that Jared Goff is not a bust, and the Rams, they certainly are not a bust.
When are we going to learn that with draft picks, you really need 3 full seasons before you make the full assessment?
That's kind of where your gauge is.
To me, it's 3 full seasons in the NFL before I say one way or the other and start to get definitive about it. Change in coaching staff, change in coaching for him, better personnel around him, starting with the offensive line, receivers. Todd Gurley back in form as a runner, and Jared Goff has raised his game. What's that new expression they're using around Los Angeles now? Let's go Goffing? That's what I keep hearing.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Goff finding fellow second-year man Higbee for a Rams first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Pass interference, defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. On second down, here's Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, 29 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. Twisting away. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but there's 20 other teams who wouldn't mind being on that road.
You're exactly right about that, but your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset now. How do you break it down so that you're not looking at this whole big road and say to yourself, we've got no shot? You break it down to this game right now, win that one, then worry about the rest of them after that.
And that's exactly right, and the staff told us that. They've been focusing with the players on don't look ahead, but that's hard to do sometimes, is it not?
It is hard to do because the ultimate goal is to do what? Is to win a Super Bowl. So you have to look ahead a little bit, but you make sure you focus on the game at hand.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drills, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run here with Freeman, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe, but not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right? Instead of your kicker, yeah. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From his goal line here, gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Goff on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Well, Charles, we've talked about controversial rules a lot this year, but in that Cowboys-Raiders game, Derek Carr going in to try to win the game, fumbled through the end zone. Of course, that's a touchback. The other team gets it. Is that a rule that you like? What do you think? It got his man complete. And give him a gain of 37. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On first down, it's gone. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tavon Austin. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. All right, gearing up for another drive here. Austin Hooper trots back out. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close?
Now Ryan on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Connor Barwin from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On second down, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Ryan now to throw on third down. And he's got Sanu. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On first down, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10 now. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that score and the point after will knock this ball game up.
And when you're playing from behind, all you want to do is get back to even and, in a sense, start over again. That's exactly what they were able to accomplish.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now gone. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
To throw on second down is gone. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. And give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Rams have controlled the flow, but it hasn't given them a big advantage. The Falcons won't care how much their offense is on the field as long as they find a way to advance in these playoffs. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Midway through the first quarter, they'll look to the...
All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every...
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Wiggles free. Powers through again. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, what are good football coaches looking for? Complete football players. And guess what? We've got one here because most cornerbacks, they just want to cover people. This guy shows the ability to go ahead and make tackles.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Off to Austin that time for an LA first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Did your high school have that saying, push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at the last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. What did they lose, 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 2nd down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
If a post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
They run. Devontae Freeman. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 26 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now back out comes the offense. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
On 1st down, gone. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Goff now looking to throw. And just shedding him off there. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Rams are going to get a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Goff now to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
back to the air. Goff on second down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Throwing on third. Goff. That's complete right around the 8. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 5-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Holding, receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that one Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing now, Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Goff. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Goff throwing again. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific